Have you ever had someone tell you, that never happened, you're confused? And after the conversation, you were no longer sure of what you remembered? Or you said something bothered you, something simple, and the response was, wow, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me. Without realizing it, the issue stopped being what hurt you. Now the focus is you, your reaction, your tone, your guilt. That's not poor communication, that's manipulation. Today, we're going to talk about the most common types of emotional manipulation, how they show up in real life, why people use them, and how you can recognize them before getting trapped. Gaslighting, when they make you doubt your own reality. Gaslighting isn't a heated argument, it's something much quieter. You remember a conversation, a promise, an attitude. The other person looks at you and says with complete confidence, no, that never happened. You're mixing things up. You always exaggerate. And the most dangerous part is the tone. Calm, certain, unshaken. So convincing that you start wondering if you really remembered it wrong. This happens in relationships, but also in families and workplaces. Bosses who change what they asked for, parents who deny things they clearly said, friends who minimize obvious situations. Gaslighting is almost never accidental. It's a way to avoid responsibility, because if you doubt your memory, you stop demanding answers. If you doubt your perception, you stop confronting. And little by little, without noticing, you stop trusting yourself and start trusting the other person's version instead. One very clear sign is this. If every time you talk to someone you leave more confused than when you arrived, that's not communication, it's manipulation. Love bombing. When everything is perfect, too fast. Love bombing starts like a dream. Everything is intense from the beginning. Messages all day long, constant attention, endless compliments. The person talks about the future very early, includes you in plans, says they've never felt this way before, makes you feel special, unique, chosen. In that phase, they seem perfect, present, attentive, affectionate. And you think, finally, someone who knows what they want. Then, suddenly, something changes. The attention drops. Replies take longer. The energy is no longer the same. And the most confusing part is that now it feels like the problem is you. You're too demanding, you're exaggerating, you changed. That doesn't happen because love settled down. It happens because the initial goal was achieved, getting you emotionally attached. Love bombing doesn't aim to build something real. It creates an intense bond so that when the attention disappears, you try to get it back. And many people stay stuck there, trying to return to the beginning, without realizing that version wasn't natural. It was strategic. Guilt tripping. When they control you by making you feel guilty. Here there are no screams or threats. There are soft words with heavy weight. After everything I've done for you, if I were you, I wouldn't do that. It hurts me that you think this way. They don't tell you directly what to do, but if you choose something they don't like, they make you feel bad for choosing it. Guilt is an effective tool because it makes you self-regulate. No one has to force you. You correct yourself to avoid disappointing them. And when you realize it, many of your decisions are no longer driven by desire, but by the fear of being a bad person. A clear sign, if you're constantly doing things just to avoid feeling guilty, you're not choosing freely. Triangulation, when they use others to destabilize you. Triangulation appears when third parties are brought into the conversation. An ex, a friend, a coworker, other people. My ex never reacted like this. Others don't have a problem with it. So-and-so agrees with me. The goal isn't to give you perspective, it's to make you feel insecure, replaceable. Because when someone feels they can lose their place, they try harder, tolerate more, and question less. No one who wants you healthy makes you compete for their approval. White knight. The savior who slowly takes away your autonomy. The white knight arrives helping, fixing things, protecting, advising. At first, it feels like care, but over time, they start deciding for you, minimizing your abilities, correcting you constantly. Let me handle that. You don't know how to deal with this. Without me, it would be much harder. Help becomes control when it doesn't let you grow, when it makes you feel small, when it convinces you that you need the other person to function. Healthy support walks beside you, it doesn't replace you. Silent treatment. Punishing with silence. Suddenly, the person disappears. They don't reply, they go cold, they pull away. You don't know what you did wrong, but you feel anxious, and many times you end up apologizing just to make the silence stop. Here, silence isn't rest, it's punishment. And it works because humans need connection. When someone uses silence to control you, they want you to give in. Breadcrumbing. Giving you just enough so you won't leave. Breadcrumbing is confusing because the person never fully lets you go, but never fully chooses you either. They don't commit, they don't move forward, they don't define anything. They give you crumbs, a message, and I miss you, attention exactly when you're about to walk away. And when you try to leave, a bit more interest appears, just enough to pull you back. Not because they want something serious, but because they want you to keep available. If someone keeps you waiting forever, that's already an answer. Darvo. When everything flips and you become the problem. You express something that hurt you. The other person denies it, attacks you, and plays the victim. That didn't happen. You always attack me. In the end, I'm the one who suffers. And without noticing, you're no longer talking about your pain. You're defending yourself. Darvo is dangerous because it completely distorts reality and leaves you without space to express yourself. Emotional manipulation doesn't always look aggressive. Many times it looks like love, care, intensity. But healthy love doesn't confuse you. It doesn't make you doubt your reality. It doesn't require you to disappear in order to belong. Learning to identify manipulation doesn't make you cold. It makes you free. And emotional freedom begins when you decide not to stay where you have to lose yourself to be accepted.